Namaste. Welcome to your yoga practice. My name is Janine. Today we're going to be practicing Hanumanasana. So take a comfortable seat and let's begin. Bring your hands together in front of your heart in Anjali Mudra and close your eyes. Center in. Living with integrity is living in honor of something bigger than our small selves. It means recognizing our infinite potential and then aligning in thought, feeling, and action with our core values that we extract from that potential. Our core values reflect back to us our deepest beliefs and create a system for living our lives that hopefully, if consciously established, allows us to experience a sense of freedom and joy, regardless of external circumstances. For example, one of my core values is that I am the creator of my life, the creator of my reality. This core value allows me to remember the infinite possibilities that are available to me and keeps me responsible for how I respond to the events of my life. Being integrous means that I can no longer blame others for how I feel. The yoga practice here is to, 1, connect to our hearts, to remember who we are and what we are about. 2, to then express ourselves from that space of deep connection to our values, even if the external environment or situation seems to make it challenging for us to do so. Real strength is overcoming the urge to be what and who we are not, in order to serve who we are and curate that part of our potential. This is how we live with integrity, coming back to ourselves, remembering our highest potential, and expressing out from there. Let's open with the sound of Om. Release your hands, open your eyes. Come to all fours and take your right foot forward into a straight leg lunge. So lift your back thigh off of the ground, back knee off the ground, and lengthen your spine. Take a few breaths here, and as you turn your hips parallel to the front edge of the mat, lengthen the sides of your body. And then engage into your core values. And maybe you might have to take a moment to remember what your values are. What's important to you? Why do you even practice yoga? For me, it's to remember this greater potential that I have and expand into it. Inhale here and lift up through the front leg, fold over, bringing your head towards your knee, and then exhale, bend your front knee and lengthen your spine. Again, inhale, straighten your legs. Exhale, bend your knee, lengthen your spine. And last time, inhale, straighten your legs. Exhale, press out. And then bring your back knee to the floor. Take your hands to the inside of your right foot and bend your left knee. Reach back with your left hand, bring your heel towards your buttock and hold on to your foot. Inhale, roll your shoulders back and open your heart. And as you open your heart, draw the shoulder blades closer together on the back and lift your heart upwards. Create a tone through your lower belly, through the legs, and draw from your feet all the way up into that space in your lower belly. Take a few breaths. Take a few breaths to remember what it is that you are connecting into, that part of your potential that you want to express outwards. And that way our life becomes a reflection, or at least we hope that our life is a reflection of what we hold deeply inside of us. And release. Change sides, step back in a downward dog, and bring your left foot forward. Inhale, lift your back knee, lengthen your spine, and once again, connect into what is important to you, to that space of infinite potential. Engage your legs into that space as you lengthen your spine and open your heart. Inhale, straighten both legs, fold over your front leg, and then exhale, bend your front knee and open your heart again. Inhale, connecting into that space of infinite potential. And then from there, expressing out what it is that you feel is the best reflection of yourself. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, pressing out. And bend your back knee, bring your hands to the inside, and hold your back foot. For this, you might have to double your mat underneath your knee or place a blanket. Roll your shoulders back, connecting the shoulder blades onto your upper back, and open your heart. So we want our practice to be a manifestation or connecting into what is important to us, what we see as our highest potential, and then an expression or a manifestation of that highest expression outwards, or highest potential outwards. Release. Inhale, lift your back knee up, and exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward into plank. Exhale, down to your belly. Shoulder blades hugging in. Inhale, lift your heart up into Bhujangasana, cobra. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Bring your feet together. Inhale, lift your right leg up. And then Ekapada Rajakapotasana, pigeon pose, right knee forward to your right hand for pigeon prep. Press the toenails down. Make sure your right knee is just outside of your right hip. And turn your hips parallel to the front edge of your mat so that your legs can engage more deeply into their sockets. Take a deep breath in and curl up like you did in Bhujangasana. And exhale from the pelvis, reach out through your legs. See if you can engage so much from your legs into your core that you bring your hands closer towards your hips and maybe even up onto your hips. And just, again, keep remembering what is really important to you. And as you do that, you'll start to feel a little bit more strength in your legs and the ability to walk your hands closer towards you and even maybe up to your hips or even up to the sky. Exhale, downward facing dog. Feet together. Inhale, lift your left leg up. And exhale, step the knee forward to the outside of your left hand. Take a breath. Engaging your legs, draw from your feet all the way up into the core of your pelvis. And from that space in your pelvis, reach the buttock flesh down and extend out through your legs. Maintain the core, the connection of your legs into your core. That steadiness, that steady awareness and connection into what is important to you, to your intention for your practice and for your life. And maintaining that, walk your hands in closer to you, maybe bringing them eventually to the hips or reaching them up. And then take downward facing dog. From that space of deep connection to your heart, expand outwards. May our lives be a reflection of our highest potential. Bring your knees down and take a seat. Take a wide angle pose with your legs out to the sides. Rotate the inner thighs underneath as you move the flesh of your buttocks out from underneath you. So you want to sit right up on your sitting bones, and if your back is rounded here, sit up on a blanket. From here, inhale, lengthen your spine, and then bring your left foot in, heel towards your left groin. If your knee's floating, place a block underneath your knee or your shin. Inhale, lengthen the sides of your body, and then twist, turn to the right, bringing your left waist over to the right. and fold over your right leg. Here I normally have to do a little bit of an adjustment in my legs so that I can connect from my foot up into my right hip. So the muscles are drawing all the way up, connecting more deeply. Left hand to the outside of the leg or the foot. Inhale, lift your lower belly, lengthen your spine, and then take your heart over the front leg, over to the right. Just a nice variation of Janu Shirshasana. I like this way of getting into it. Inhale and come back up. And then take your wide angle pose, readjust your thighs, and take your left foot in. Inhale the sides of the body long, twist to your left. And again, I'm just adjusting, bringing my left thigh in. You can do the same if you feel that's right for you, and fold. Right hand to the outside of your foot or leg. Keep your elbows wide so that the sides of your body swell with your breath. And then keeping that inner opening, turn your waist from right to left and take your heart over the front leg. Root down from your pelvis into your sitting bones and out through your legs and extend through the spine. Soften your face. Allow your gaze to move deep within the heart, the center. And then inhale to come up and exhale, release. So now you will need a blanket or a towel and possibly 2 blocks. So I'll do the variation with 2 blocks. We're going to come into Ardha Hanumanasana. So fold the front of my mat here and take the blanket. You can just take the blanket to the front of your mat. I just want to make sure that I'm still in the frame. And you're going to take your right foot forward, and your heel is going to be on the blanket. So right foot forward. Now, so Hanumanasana is the splits, right? So, you know, again, often when I talk about the splits, people are like, oh my gosh, I can't do the splits. What is this? Like, you know, I'm not flexible, or there's all these limiting beliefs in our minds about what we can and can't do. And what we want to be able to do in our practice is to expand our definition of self. So we want to think about not knowing how far we can go, you know, like not kind of limiting ourselves, but rather just being open to whatever will happen. Maybe I will go deeper into the splits than I did last time, and maybe I won't, and maybe I'm going to experience something completely new. So with your hips parallel to the front edge of your mat, inhale and lift your back leg. Now important here is to hug in. So you slide your feet towards one another, engaging into your potential. And again, we don't know what we're going to extract from that potential. Maybe it's going to be something new. And then as we exhale, keep connecting into that potential and expand out, press out. Inhale, engage a little bit more in, and then exhale, pulsate. Inhale and exhale. And every time going maybe a little bit deeper. And then just pausing there at the end of your exhale. Keep breathing. Keep engaging and expanding. And then release your back knee and bring your foot in. So I did a major leg workout this morning at the gym, and so my legs are shaking. So other side. But that's okay, because that's what is going to be extracted from my potential today, right? And it's great because I get to experience something new. So when we're open to that, to exploring what is inside, we don't know what's going to come out. You know, we just follow the principles, we use our technique, And we're just open to possibilities. Lift your back knee, engage your legs in. So again, hug in. I'm scissoring the legs, lifting up into my pelvis. I maintain that connection into my pelvis, and then from the pelvis, exhale and press your pelvis forward and back. So my front leg is moving, but energy is moving out through my back leg as if my back leg was also on a blanket. Inhale, engage in. Exhale and press out. Inhaling towards you. Exhale, expanding out, radiating like sun rays, the rays of the sun. And then just staying here. Extend out through your legs and then up through the heart, through the crown of your head. Again, still feeling the strength of your legs, right? We're maintaining that integrity, that connection to what is important to us. Exploring, excavating, extracting from our infinite potential what is possible for this moment. And then bring your knee down and inhale, bring the leg in, and then slowly move your props. Just enjoy the bliss of whatever you experienced and of coming out of that. Downward facing dog. And then enjoying that bliss, lie down on your back and take a few breaths in Shavasana. Just to feel how you've expanded. When we connect inwards, to our potential, we're able to manifest little by little, manifesting what it is that we hold deep in our hearts. So just resting here with your heart, last few breaths. And then start to come out of Shavasana by rolling to your right side and slowly press yourself up to sitting. Again, feel free to stay longer in Shavasana. And we'll close the practice. I'll close our practice here with the sound of Om one time in deep reverence of the heart, honoring the inner potential that is within all of us. Inhale for Om. Breathe and be well. Namaste.